The game engine I've chosen to do Android games is called Cocos 2D X. Cocos 2D X is a cross-platform version of Cocos 2D iPhone. You can use the same code base for your iOS app, your Android app, a Windows app, and a Mac OS app. Cocos 2D X uses the same method calls as Cocos 2D, so it's basically exactly the same, except it's written in C++. As such, you'll need to make some changes to Eclipse to support C++, and you'll need to do some other things to allow Android to support C++. So to download and install Cocos 2D X, go to cocos2d-x.org and then click on the download link. The version of Cocos 2D X that I'm using for this course is 2.0.1. Likely when you're watching this course, there will be a newer version of Cocos 2D, but I highly recommend using this version for this course. All the code is not guaranteed to work if you're using a later version of Cocos 2D because things may be deprecated and you just open yourself up to problems in that way. To find older versions of Cocos 2D, just look at the link at the bottom of my screen that says More Historical Versions. You can search then by the date. The date that 2.0.1 was released was in June 2012. If you choose to use a different version of Cocos 2D, just know that you'll need to find your own solutions if you run into any problems, because it's likely that some steps along the way will be different from mine. So you'll need to look up differences in your version of Cocos 2D. For that reason, I highly recommend using 2.0.1. Once you've made your own game using Cocos 2D X, you might feel more comfortable using a newer version and solving those problems on your own. So when you click to download that, you'll see that it shows up in a folder on your computer. Now I've just copied all the files into my Android folder, which is inside of my Documents folder. So now that we've downloaded Cocos 2D X, we're ready to start creating a Cocos 2D X project.